The ugliest cars in the world. After much thought, here's a list of the ugliest cars in the world. Throughout history, many disasters, automotively speaking, have come out of the hands of designers. In fact, some of their work could easily pass as something created by Homer Simpson himself. Without further ado, here's the list of the top 10 ugliest car models in the world. Number 10. Sebring Vanguard City Car, 1974. Convinced that electric cars would be key to the future, Robert Gerald Beaumont left his job as a Chrysler car salesman to focus on manufacturing his own model. The oil crisis turned this small and strange two-seater into a commercial success. However, a scathing review published in Consumer Reports in October 1975, along with the demand for stricter safety measures, put the city car on hold for good. Number 9. BMW Isetta. According to many, this is an ugly car. Rumors suggest that a car in the movie Cars 2006 was inspired by this model. It was created by BMW after World War II with the goal of being cheap and selling quickly. It reached a top speed of 47 miles per hour, 75 kilometers per h, was just 2.3 meters in length, and became a sales success. A historic model in small dimensions, though for many, one of the ugliest in terms of appearance. Number 8. Corbin Sparrow. This model, released in 1999, had an eccentric and eye-catching design. The era of electric cars didn't begin with models as elegant as Tesla's. On the contrary, just look at the Corbin Sparrow. Number 7. Lamborghini LM002. This was meant to be the predecessor of the famous Hummer, a 4x4 with a military soul that, due to internal decisions, ended up on the mass market. Produced between 1986 and 1993, averaging just 46 cars per year. Since. Number 6. Fiat Multipla. This Fiat model is another strong contender on this list. Its design is so peculiar that it looks like two different cars stacked on top of each other. With a wide cabin and an upper section that juts out, the Multipla has an appearance only a mother could love. However, its interior design was surprisingly practical, offering space for 6 people in 2 rows of 3 seats. Despite its functionality, its exterior appearance left much to be desired. Number 5. Nissan Cube. This Nissan is a perfect example of how not all bold designs are successful. Its boxy shape and asymmetrical rear window make it stand out on the road, though not always in a good way. The Cube aimed to appeal to young audiences with its modern design and spacious interior, but many just couldn't get past its unusual appearance. Despite its short market life, the Cube serves as a reminder that sometimes being unique can be too much. Number 4. Chrysler PT Cruiser. This is an interesting case because although it was a commercial success, its design received a lot of criticism. Inspired by cars from the 1930s, the PT Cruiser tried to mix retro with modern, but the result was a vehicle with a strange and disproportionate appearance. Despite this, it had a loyal audience who appreciated its unique style and versatility. However, for many, the PT Cruiser remains an example of how looking to the past for inspiration doesn't always pay off. As a fan of 1940s America, the first time I saw the PT Cruiser, I wanted to gouge my eyes out. Number 3. Reliant Regal Supervan. This car isn't among the world's most expensive, nor thankfully among the most beautiful. The Regal Supervan 3 is uglier than the back of a refrigerator. Despite this, Every time I see it, it brings a smile to my face. Is it Mr. Bean's fault? Surely you also remember Jeremy Clarkson tipping one over multiple times on the famous show Top Gear. Number 2. Bond bug. No, this has nothing to do with James Bond, besides being British. Yes, it was street legal. With its boat-like appearance and windows that zipped shut, this 1970 car sails its way into the ranking of ugliest cars. Number 1. Aurora. The Aurora is considered the ugliest car in history. Built in the 1950s by the eccentric Father Alfred A. Giuliano of New York, it was meant to be the safest car of its time, featuring seatbelts, rollover bars, and a collapsible steering column. Unfortunately, Giuliano's story ended badly. Built on a repaired 1953 Buick chassis that had been severely damaged in a crash, the car never worked well. Giuliano, who knew little about mechanics, lacked the resources to fix it, leading to disastrous demonstrations of the Aurora. He went bankrupt and never built another car. Giuliano was investigated for fraud and expelled from his diocese. He died of a stroke in 1989. These, in my opinion, are the ugliest cars in the world. I could go on, but I don't want to make more enemies. What do you think? Which cars do you believe should be added or removed from this list? If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the Wise T-Rex for more fascinating content. See you next time.